All right, good evening, everyone. This is Dan Hunt with the JSKA Virtual Dojo. Today is October 18th, Tuesday. It's a wet and dreary day here in Michigan, and it's cold too. So we are indoors. Tonight's plan is to do some more of our kicking drills and maybe put some combinations together, as well as do some more techie work tonight. So if everybody could put yourself on mute, like Paula, I think you got to get yourself on mute. I think everybody else has got it going on. All right, and feel free to ask questions as you have them. I'm going to put myself on the spotlight, and let's get started. Okay, so just kind of a short warm up, feet together, and about was. All right, just running in place. Blood flowing in the legs. Running forward and backwards. Forward, backwards, to the right, to the left, and back to the center. Move those arms. Good. And jumping jacks. Okay, so if you can't do jumping jacks because you got bad knees, just squats would be fine. Getting those legs working. Change your hands and up. Change your legs forward and back. And bad knees, just here, squat, 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 and then change, squat, 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 squat. Hips around. Switch. Front, back. Side to side. All right, arms around. Back. Front, back. Elbows up. Okay, left leg forward. Our football kicks. Put your toes into your palm. And pull back the front leg. Now, Paul being new to me, I usually demonstrate opposite legs so you can look at me in the mirror and do the same leg that I do, which is left leg forward, right leg forward. All right, switch. And back. And back. All right, so lifting to the side, just straight leg lift, foot parallel to the ground. Hitch, knee, hunt, sheet, go. Switch other side. Hitch, knee, hunt, sheet, and go. Back kick, start with the left hitch. Knee, both legs. Front, sheet, go. Again, left leg forward, front leg snap kick, back leg snap kick, hitch. Pick the knees up, knee. Front, make it long stances, sheet, and go. Switch legs, hitch, knee, front, sheet, go. All right, side snap kick, hitch, knee, front, sheet, and go. Good. Go along to the right. So just a reminder, start getting a little lightheaded in that, feel free to take yourself out of the exercise and sit down. Don't fall down. Okay, pull the foot. Press the hip forward. Rock it. Okay, straighten the front leg. Down. Press a little bit. bounce it a little bit, and switch other way. Okay, ball the back foot. And straighten front leg. And up. Left arm across. Knock your back. And on your hip, pull the elbow forward. Switch. Cross. On your back. On your hip. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Okay, straighten your clothes if needed. All right, so let's work a little bit of some of the details we talked about the other day on the 4 kicks. We did Maigeri, Mashigeri, Yoko Keage, Yoko Kikomi. So let's put ourselves left leg forward. All right. So I want to lift the knee here. Ankle is compressed. Press the ankle out to push the ball of the foot in. And when you pull it back, make sure the ankle is flexed again, and then put it down. Each time have a little bit of a hip tilt, not a lean, a tilt with the hip, and pull it back with the tilt backwards and put it all the way backwards. So let's kick Maigeri, pull it all the way back. Itch, knee, check the push. San, shi, go. Now snap it really good. Itch, knee, san, shi, go. Hiya. Switch legs. Okay, so the first 5, just kind of put it out there, check your ball, your foot extension, and then the next 5 will go a little quicker. There we go. Itch, knee, and then recollect the ankle as you come back. San, shi, and go. Hey, 5 more, really quick snap. Itch, knee, san, shi, go. Hey, switch legs. Okay, so the other day we talked about 2 different ways to kick Maigeri. One is bring it through the center, squeeze it in, and kick straight out. The second way is kind of come up at this natural angle that's already created by the width of your leg. So let's do the first one. Squeeze the thighs in, kick straight down the middle. We'll do 5. The next 5, kind of coming up a little bit on the angle, going straight in with no squeeze of the inside till you get to the end. Ready. Itch, knee, san. Make sure your hands are up, shi, and go. Hey. All right, now on the angle, itch, knee, san, shi, go. Hey. Switch legs. Okay, bring it to the center, then kick out. Itch, knee, san, shi, and go. Hey. Now on the angle, itch, knee, san, shi, go. All right, very good. Any questions on those particular details? All right, so now we're going to take Maigeri front leg, Maigeri back leg. Okay, now both of these I want to come in from a slight angle. So I don't want you to really sink back, lean back, lift it in. Here, I want you to kick directly to it and press forward. Okay, not set way back. Okay, so you should already have a little bit of a setback with your back leg. Bring this straight up, kind of on an angle, maybe 5 degrees, since it's a lot closer. and send it into the center. Ready, front leg, then back leg. Hitch, then the back leg. Bring it. Both of them coming this way. Knee. Tongue. Chi. And go. Right, switch legs. Hitch. Knee. Tongue. Right. Chi. Right. And go. Right. Good, you may. Plus, go a little bit, breathe. Anybody have any questions, comments? Mark? Okay, good. All right, left leg forward, come on. All right, so now we're going to do a mashigiri. Okay, what I want you to do is pivot the leg, pivot the foot as you're making the turn forward. Okay, I'm going to do it where I pivot it first. I'm still trying to rehab my hip, and I don't want that extra torque on my hip. But everybody else should be. I showed you on this leg. Watch how it moves as I squeeze the knee forward. Okay, so pivot on the ball of the foot and squeeze forward. What I want you to do is I want you to lift from back here, but I also want you to start bringing it forward as you lift. So watch. I'm not going to do this and then have to yank it all the way around. Okay, I want to lift and bring it forward as I lift back here. Okay, that way I'm working this muscle. If I ever need to get a really tight kick, or if I need to get a very high kick, I've got that muscle that I'm working. For kumite and for street fighting, yeah, you don't want to be way out here doing this because that's something that's visual. You want to kind of make that more something down low. Okay, left leg forward. Okay, and make sure at the end of this kick, everybody go out. Then I want you to take this hip and drop it and bring it back. So it doesn't necessarily follow the same path backwards. I want you to tip the hip over, tip it back, and bring it straight back down the middle. Here we go. Go slow. It's knee, sun, tip it, bring it back. She, go. Okay, a little quicker. It's knee, sun, she, and go. Good, switch legs. Okay, nice and slow. Make sure you lift out here. Pull the knee forward at the same time. Pivot as the knee's going forward. It's knee, and then drop the hip. Sun, drop the hip. She, drop the hip. Keep the hands up. Picture these two fingers pointing at your target. They do this. That means your upper body's kind of off angle, as well as your hands can't be used for defense if you need it, or even offense if you need it. She, go. All right, a little quicker. Hitch, knee, sun, she, and go. Good, you may. Plus, so any questions about mashigiri? Okay, the other typical mistake a lot of folks make is, as you're doing these mashigiri, is that the elbows come out like this. Kind of like you're standing like this. You would not stand this way to fight anybody, right? Your elbows would be in. So maintain the connection of your armpits while you're making this kick. So I can block it. I can hit them anywhere in the middle. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. That way That way you know the alignment of the arms as well as you make your body is connected so that you can squeeze one side or the other, squeeze the armpits for some balance too. Okay, now Yoko Kikomi. So we're going to do this from a front stance, and we're going to make it going forward. So what I want you to do is pick a target, and I'm going to change it to a full view for everybody so you can look at yourself later. So Yoko Kikomi. So the knees got to go slightly past center so that the hip and ankle can go there. See how there's a difference between my hip, my knee, and my ankle as far as there's a triangle, right? It's like this. So I want the hip and the ankle to be in the same line as the target. The knee has to necessarily go slightly past target to be able to push that ankle forward to the target. So pick the center of your camera and make your ankle go toward that. Tip the hip over and then come back. Okay, so as it's lifting, you're starting to tip the hip, and you don't have to have the full hip tip until the very end. And this is another one of those, you don't want to have everything falling off with your upper body, right? It does necessarily have a little bit of lean, but it still wants to be here. And then bring this back down into the kick, into the next stance. All right, so let me remove the spotlight here and let you guys take a look. All right, here we go. Left leg forward. Okay, take your time, do the lift. Set your ankle and hip in the line of your target, and then we'll kick on second count. Hitch, knee, and back. Hitch, knee, and come back. Hitch, knee. Sorry, I went right to the kick. And if you're kicking low, that's fine too. Just pick your target and make sure your ankle and hip are in the line. The knee should be slightly inside of that line so that you can drive the leg straight rather than make it look like a mashigiri. Okay, so and don't forget to tip that hip back to getting almost like a maigiri position before you put your foot down. Shi and go. Rook. All right, so let's do this all one count now. I know we did the last couple. Count one count. Here we go. Hitch. Knee. Okay, be here before you put your foot down. So your foot is coming down, and you should be here just before you land. San. Shi. And one more. Go. Nope. All right, so Pete, you need to bring your knee just a little bit more that way. You still got a little mashigiri. Yeah, there you go, much better. Okay, and set your target on that last one where your knee was over here. Set your target just a little bit more to your right. Go ahead. There you go. Yep, a lot less mashigiri looking. Okay, let's switch. 2 counts. Again, get that knee over to your right side and have your ankle and hip in the alignment to your target. Keep your body fairly upright. Hitch, knee. And work on dropping that hip as you do it. And back. Hitch, knee. And back. Hitch, knee. Hitch, knee. So the same pivot on the base foot happens as the knee comes over here. Don't pivot it now and then go. Make your body necessarily twist your foot on the ball. Twist, spin on the ball. All right, all one count. Hitch. Knee. San. All right, Mark, after you've done your kick, you're doing a really nice job of keeping these hands up. And then when you step backwards, your hands kind of drop to here. Okay, so somewhere in the middle there, that's probably where you're going to get hit if you don't catch them on your first kick. So keep the hands up, go here, hands up, switch them here, and be ready for something coming. All right, here we go. A couple more. Sun. And back. She. And back. One more. And go. Hey. And back. All right, switch legs again. So let's combine this with a my-giddy and also stepping forward. So this my-giddy is going to come out here. Okay. My-giddy. As I pull it back, I'm going to tip my hip over and bring my knee over to my left side here. So I'm going to kick, line myself up, and go. Okay, well, first time we're going to assume they are straight in front of us. They rode it out and are coming back in for something else. Okay, so we're going to give them that feeling of we're withdrawing the leg, and we're going to put that kick out there again, but it's going to be a yoko kikomi instead. Okay, so nice and smooth. Again, get that knee over to the left side, and as you withdraw the my-giddy, don't do it this way. I'll show you. So you want to conserve your motion by changing it on the withdrawal. Okay, so from here, here's the wrong way. Bring it all the way back, and then tip it over, and then have to like almost hop to get it over for a side thrust kick. So I want you to, as you're pulling it back, one, and as I squeeze this, watch my foot. As I watch my base foot, as I squeeze this in to create the yoko kikomi position, there's the back foot pivoting on the ball of the foot. Okay, so let's try and smooth those two out a little bit and see if we can make that double kick work for us. Everybody left leg forward. Okay, so we're going to do my-giddy and pivot is one, and then yoko kikomi is two. Itch, knee, and back. Again, keep those hands up, Paul. Itch, knee. And Pete, you got yourself turning way this way on the second kick. Try and have a little bit of back pull down. Okay, keep yourself tall. San, shi. One more. Go. All right, good. Now let's tie them both together now. Itch, knee, san, shi, go. Hey. Good, switch legs. All right, same thing, 2 counts. One on the my-giddy and prepare for the yoko kikomi. And then the second one, kick the yoko kikomi. Itch, knee, itch, knee, itch, knee. Keep those hands up, Mark. Itch, knee. Last one, slow. Itch, knee. All right, let's pull it out. Put them both together. Itch, knee, sun, shi, and last one, go. All right, so let's go back to left leg forward. This time, I want you to assume they sidestepped your my-giddy. Okay, so they went off like this. Okay, kick that second one over here to your right at about a 45-degree angle. So assume that they were here and they sidestepped your Maigiri over to your right. So the first Maigiri is going here, second kick is going out to the 45. Okay, so it's the same deal. It's just you have to align your hip and your ankle to the new position off to the side. All right, ready, here we go. Itch. And then you're facing them over here and come back. Knee. So you can see them moving as you do this Maigiri off to that side. So you prepare yourself. San. Chi. And one more. Go. This is especially good if you're still doing tournaments and stuff like that when you got the guy backed into the corner. He can't go backwards. So he's got to kind of sidestep you. And I've taken a guy out over the judge in the corner with this Yoko Kikomi and got ippons from the three judges because the one judge couldn't see it because he was being run over by the guy who got kicked. Okay, other leg, right leg forward. Same thing, out to the 45 after the Maigiri. Itch. And back. Knee. And back. San. And back. She. And back. Last one, go. Hey. And back. All right, good. Any questions? Okay, so I just did that drill and the one before with the Yoko Kikomi with it to kind of work on the Shodan kicking drill that we do, which is a Maigiri, Yoko Keagi, and then Yoko Kikomi. Now, granted, there's a Yoko Keagi in the middle, but it kind of follows with the same rules, which is when you pull your leg back, you need to prepare yourself for the next kick by putting your knee and your hip and your foot in the proper position to be able to kick that second kick. So let me do it on my good leg here and demonstrate here. So what I want you to do, this is a Maigiri, Yoko Keagi, Yoko Kikomi. We're going to just come back to the same leg back. But the preparation is Maigiri, get this set for Yoko Keagi, which is the knee and the hip back, knee toward the target, and the foot down. Kind of pulled forward a little bit. There's that one. Then I need to bring the hip across to kick the next one there and bring it there. So each kick on the withdrawal needs to get ready for the next kick with all your hip, your knee, and your foot position. Okay, so let's try that. So first one, the next hip or knee position and hip position. Knee is toward the side. Ankle is in line with the knee this time, and my hip is behind the technique so that I can kick straight. Some people don't have that limitations in their hip. I do. If you don't have that limitation, you can go straight hip, knee, and ankle. But most of us do. So tip that hip backwards. So watch. I'm going to kick side snap kick. My hip is back here, so I can kick straight that way. Okay? All right, here we go. So Maigiri, and align the hip with the Yoko Keagi. Itch. Knee. Now align the hip backwards on the Yoko Kikomi. Thumb, and bring it back. Okay, again, these need to be here, and then come back to here. Ready? Itch. Knee. Sorry, got to get here. Thumb, and back. All right, so notice I did not come back to the Yoko Keagi. So what I have to do, I had to kind of hop and move my way around to get the yoko kikomi in the right position to be able to kick it. All right, here we go. Ich, ni, san. Again. Ich, ni, san. All right, let's smooth it out a little bit. All three, one count. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, and back. All right, let me see you guys do it. All right, here we go. Still left leg forward, ready. If you're having a little trouble with balance, okay to maybe go to the wall or one of your pillars in your basement there to hold on to something. Marty, don't hang on to the TV. That's not a very balanced position. All right, here we go. Ich. Okay, so don't forget to have your right arm tucked here with your back connected here. I know a lot of people like to do this side snap kick with their arm down here. Okay, that may put a little connection in your back, but it also allows you to lean away from it. Almost like that down block in empty, right? Where you're kind of like this, not like that. Okay, so get that right arm up. Here we go, knee. Good, san. Shi. Go. Good, so Peter, still dropping that arm down here like this. So get that arm up here, get that rear torque. So let me show you real quick what that looks like and maybe give you a sense of what it feels like. So when you're doing this side snap kick, this part here wants to, your center of your back wants to come together. Watch my back, this way, this way. What that does, it keeps me more upright, and it also allows me to connect my back here to my buttocks down in here. So everything in my back is tipped up a little bit and pulled in, okay? And then instead of this, which allows me to bend over, and I lose this, okay? All right, switch legs. Okay, let's go with the other side. So Maigeri, Yoko Keagi, Yoko Kikomi. Here we go. Do it 3 counts. Ich, ni, san. Good. Ich, ni, san. And it's going to tip in a little bit. That's okay. Just as long as you put that tension in between your rhomboids and your scapulas in the back. Ich, ni, san. And back. Ich, ni, san. So doing this very slowly, holding on to the wall, is actually a really good drill to build your muscles that you need to be able to hold yourself up. And when you do it against the wall, do it with very light fingertip touch. Don't grab the wall, and lean on it and so on. It's very light, just whatever you need for just a little bit of balance help. All right, let's do it all one count. Just smooth, doesn't have to be fast. Ich, ni, san. All right, so when you bring this leg back, don't leave the hip hanging out here like this and try and step backwards with the hip sideways. That'll make you do a lot of this later. So when you go out, bring it back to center, almost like a getting ready for another Mai Geri forward. Go, last one. All right, good, yummy. So any questions on that? So, and then if you want to add to that, we won't do it today, but the Nidan or 4 Nidan version of that is a similar philosophy, which is get ready, get ready, get ready for the Mashi Geri, and then get ready for the Ushiro Geri, boom. Okay, so every time that hip, ankle, knee gets ready for the next kick. Okay, anybody else questions? Doing a great job here. Okay, let's get into some Tekki. We got about 23 minutes for some Tekki. So we'll do Tekki Shodan first, and then finish up with some Tekki Nidan. Okay, so Paul, I'm going to do what we call sensei version of Tekki. Okay, so I'm going to do opposite direction, and it'll match. I'll be in your mirror doing this kata. So yoi. Okay, quick look to your left, dropping your weight, step across, keep your hands down here. Picture you've got him and you pulled him down, and you want to, okay, you don't want to let him up, okay, don't want to let him up. Here we go. Itch. Nisan. Okay, turning the shoulders to the side. Now finish this down block to your back side of your hip. Shi, go. Step across. Itch. Now I like to do the draw for beginners. Everybody up to Shodan. After Shodan, I kind of leave it up to you. You can just do from the shoulder and across. Okay, cover punch, 2, 3, left. Major or first knuckle goes to the right eye. Okay, now watch the foot. It goes to the center, not across to the side. Bring it lifted up, lift the knee up over here, bring the ankles up in the center. Itch, turn. Same thing other way. Itch, turn. Okay, don't turn these so far that the knee starts to collapse. Turn as much as you can to get the arm slightly past the shoulder. But that's as far as you're going to go. Itch, knee, right? Okay, this one is pressing out. This one is pressing in. Okay, next one, itch, cover. Slightly palm up, elbow slightly bent. 1, 2, turn the shoulder. 3, finish the down block. 4, hook punch. 5, step across. Cover, boom. 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, right fist, left eye. Itch, knee, sanshi, ape, and finish. And bow. Okay. Paul, is that pretty similar to what you guys do at Sensei Hassel's dojo? Yep, okay, good. All right, let's go one more time. Let's do it a little bit closer to the timing count. Also, I was watching somebody the other day talking about Oyo for this kata. And one of the things that he did mention was as folks started to do this kata for like sport karate, you know, they were trying to show their prowess of how high they could lift their leg. Boom. Okay. That old days version of this used to just be just step out. Boom. Okay. So I'm kneeing them here and stepping that and kicking that leg out to the side so that their leg was going like this. Okay. So then that way they brought their head down to you and it gave you a nice opportunity to whack them on the back side of the head. Okay. And then from there, 1, 2, throw the head this way, hook punch them. Okay. So Not necessary to lift that leg very high, even though we used to do that at main dojo all the time because we were young. So we could do it. But if you don't have that kind of flexibility anymore, it is still perfectly fine to just lift the knee and shove this out like that. Okay, here we go. Feet apart, out, yo, itch, knee, sun, she, go, itch, hot, hey, two, itch, knee, sun, she, go, right, hey, come on. Okay, so let's watch you guys do it here. All right, Tekki Shodan. I will count for you, and then we'll do Tekki Shodan once with no count, maybe twice. Itch. Nisan, Shigo. Itch. Nisan, Shi. Itch. Ni. Sanshi. Itch. Ni, Sam, Shigo. Hook. Itch, Nisan. Itch. Ni. Sanshi. And yo. Okay, so one thing I noticed a few of you do, and you need to, and it's just kind of a picky uni thing, but if you're going to be judged, there are picky uni things to be judged on. So when you do this two punch technique, don't let this elbow go this way and make this a full gyakuzuki. Keep this elbow even with the side of your body here. Okay, notice how the elbow is even with this side, the fist is even with this side, and I have slightly a forward angle to this punch, slightly, not a lot, not way out here, but just like maybe 10 degrees forward. All right, but they want to be, and that slight angle lets you maintain the width of your body with your hook punch. Okay, so I'm shoving this forearm in, not sending it that way as a gyakuzuki. Okay, so try to get that adjustment. Also, when you're coming out here with this one, okay, try not to be way big here like this. This goes elbow and here, elbow and here. Don't let this go straight arm to like here. Okay, so that'll take the arm way outside the body line and bring here. I want to bring the elbow more directly to it. And I'll just lay this on top of the back of their neck. Okay. All right, here we go. One more time, all together. No count. Okay, take your time. Be wary of how far your foot comes in too. Make sure it goes just to the center here. All right, ready? Well, let's Tekki Shodan. Yo. Hajime. And bow. Okay. Any questions on Tekki Shodan? Okay, so one of the typical fixes that I have for folks is they tend to leave this down block here instead of bringing it back here, really tightening those rhomboids. Think of it as if I wanted to drag his head all the way down here and I only brought it to here, I want to bring it here. as far as I can. That way I expose his ribs, and if he slips out of my hand, that's great, fine. I'll just do a hook punch to him, okay? But I want to have engage this muscle here to put it all the way down. I want to make it a very quick stop point. So think of it as like a dead ball that you just throw on the ground, boom, like one of those medicine balls. Boom. It has no bounce to it, boom. But it still has, when I release it, the bounce comes from the release of those muscles for the next one, okay? All right, let's go Tekki Kata. Paul, is this in your grouping of kata, you know? Yes, okay, good. All right, good. Feet together. Well, this one starts from a wide yoi. Okay, looking across, stepping across, bringing the hands up to here, and then we're going to pull them apart and bring our rhomboids together again. Itch, pull them apart. Now, the next one, both elbows come to each other. The fists go straight up as I lift my leg, and then I separate and cross. So this one's going this way, that one's going that way. Do it again. Itch, pull it apart, lift, separate. The next one, palm goes up this way, scooping, putting this mouth of my hand slightly below the elbow as I pull this in. So I'm here, one, so palm is up, hand is below the elbow, and now I'm going to shove this part of my hand into their groin. Now I'm going to repeat. Catch, pull it apart, elbows up, hands up, separate. Squeeze, pull, push. Okay, so again, I'm here, slightly below my elbow. Here's my elbow right here, slightly below the elbow. Okay, let's go again from the beginning. Any questions on that first part? Okay, everybody's good? Let's ayo. Itch, separate, up and out. Knee, 1, 2. Itch, some. Push it up and down. Sheet. All right, one more time. Let me see what you guys got going here. Make sure everything's all good. Ready? Tekki Kata. Itch. Go, knee. Okay, if you've already gone to the push-pull, stop for a second. Knee some. Go ahead, Paul. Go to the next two. Pull, push. Okay, good. Now, Paul, keep your palm facing upwards. There you go. Yep. All right, next two. Itch. And go to the next one. Go, go, go. Boom. All right, so Pete, have a little bit more right elbow, a little bit lower. These are like sotoukis turned over. Yes, like that. Okay. Sanshi. All right, good. And this one here, Pete, extend your arm just a little bit more on your left arm and have it low to the groin. There you go. Right. Good. Dirk, a little too low on the arm, a little bit higher toward the elbow. There you go. Good. All right. Miho, do you have a question?
Yeah, I forgot. Next, second one. After this, pull this leg or pull this leg.
All right. So it's here. One. Yep. Bring the left leg in. Correct. Then up and separate. This is coming this way. Okay.
Okay. So you have to be far right.
Yes, correct. And then you come back left
Left.
with the next grouping.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, good. Anybody else questions on that first part? All right, good. Let's go through the first part one more time, and then we'll add to it. All right, here we go. Let's ayoi Tekki Kata. Itch all the way to here. Ni san all the way to here. Shi. Now the next one, pull your right hand, cover it with your left. One. So your right is a fist, left is covering it. Shove it over to the right. Grab that fist again. Lift the knee out here this way because he's right here. Okay. I pushed his head over here. I pull his head into here, boom, and I turn it over. I come slightly up and down. Okay. From here, I'm going to go over the top. One, hook punch. Step across. This one here, you don't need to cover. If you don't want to. Uchuke. And then 1, 2, 3, 8. Now repeat. Cover the left hand this time with the right. 1, 2, off to the side. So palm is on the pinky side. Pull it into the side, over the top and slightly down. Over the top, bring the elbow up and over, catch. Looks like that. Hook punch. One more time, step across. 1, just like in Tekki Shodan. 8, and finish. Now I like to kind of squeeze both legs in together, and I use like an in out motion with my feet. And then I finish this way. Plus. Okay. So this cut is fairly short, but there's a lot to it. Okay. All right, let's go again. Tekki Kata. Plus. Yo. Itch. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Itch. Hutch. Ku. Hey. Itch. Ni. San. Shi. Hey. And finish. And bow. Pause. All right, so the actual timing count is a little bit different because we combine a few things together that make the count. I'm trying to remember if there's 13 counts to this one or 15. I've got it written down, but let's see what we end up with here today. Okay, time out. All right, so watch for my combined techniques here and see if you can combine yours similarly. Ayoi. Tekki Kata. So the first two are together. Itch. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Sitch. Hutch. Hype. Ku. Two. Itch. Ni. Hype. All right, I guess it was 12. Plus. See how those, they kind of have like a natural connection to themselves where you're doing things kind of bum, 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 making it all one count. All right, so let's see what you guys got going here. Got another 5 minutes or so to go. All right, Tekki Kata. Itch. Ni-san. Shi. Gorak. Itch. Hutch. Kuju. Itch. Ni. Sun. Shigoruk. Ich ni sanchi. Go. Hold on a second, Mark. Rook. Ich. Hachukuju. Good, yummy. So Marty, one thing that just a minor thing, but you might be missing something if you do it the way you're looking at it. So after you've made this step across, right? When you do this 1, 2, 3, it looks to me like it's only about here. See how this is wide open? Number 1. Number 2, 1, sorry, from here, 1, rake them across the face. So this one here can be a nice boom across the face as you're doing it. So 1, and then from here, this can be a protect yourself or get that arm out of the way so that you can bring it in here like this after they've grabbed you here. So pulling this down this way, but let this arm come up here and kind of protect your face instead of leaving the elbow down. I don't know if you maybe got a bad shoulder today, but that's quite possible. Okay, let's go through Tekki Kata one more time together by the count, and then we'll let us go on our own. I Tekki Kata. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, ich, hach, ich, ni, san, shi, yummy. All right. Any questions before I let you go? Do it all on your own. All right, we're good. All right, here we go. Tekki Kata. Last kata of the day. Hajime. Hajime. All right, Peter, you still don't like to do that punch in the middle, do you? Okay.
Old habits, Sensei. I just like, which one goes out?
I know. All right, so hey, we'll just one more tidbit too is when we do these when we come to here, stick your first knuckle into the opposite eyeball of your opponent. Okay, it fits in there very nicely. If you try and put it into this eyeball, that nose kind of gets in the way where these knuckles are. So if you come on the other side of this, okay, like this, yeah, like that. See how my fist is there, but if I try and go over here, I'm gonna I'll hit the bridge of their nose, and it might not be able to explode their eyeball, which is probably the thing you're trying to do if you're doing it. So try and get that position just about right and have a thought about it while you're doing the kata. So that's one thing about doing kata, especially if you're doing it for competitions or even for yourself, for your own personal protection, or just fooling around with the kata, is having something in mind that you're doing and why you're doing it makes a big difference. Okay, so if it's just random, it goes out here, sometimes it goes out here. If you saw the guy move this way as you pulled this down, you saw him go that way. Okay, I'll buy that. If that's, you're doing this kind of real world as you're playing it in your mind. But if you're just doing it for trying to make it more perfect, try and assume the guy is still in front of you and you're putting it right in that eyeball. Okay. All right, that's all we got for today. Everybody, we got Paul Deming joining us from St. Louis. He and I met many years ago at the Hassel Dojo. Well, not too many years ago, but at least 8, right? And we reconnected here on my latest trip, so it's nice to see him. And we got Mark with us again from Whitby, east of Toronto, and then Marty back again from west of Grand Rapids, out in Allegan County. And the rest of us are kind of local folks. So we got a lot of distance between these Zoom calls today. All right, folks, looks like Saturday is going to be a gorgeous day. It's going to get into the 70s. I'm not so sure at 10 o'clock it's going to be much more than 50s, but I think it's going to be sunny and a nice day. So we should be able to go out to the park and train there. I think the rain's going to go away and we'll have a good day of training. So look forward to seeing you if you're coming on Saturday. Okay. All right. Have a great day, and thanks again for coming. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sensei. Bye.